Hey crafty friends, welcome to Creative Moments by G. I'm G, and oh my goodness, we are so excited that you're here tonight. If you are watching us on Thursday at 6 p.m., well then you know you're watching our YouTube live show. And we see a bunch of new people here. We also see our people who come and watch us, and we just appreciate both of you so much. Now, if you're new, make sure you tell us in the chat room that you're new, but I also want to tell you just a little bit about us because you're new to us. Well, you've been chatting with my sister over in the chat room, Maudie. We are partners in crafting, and we just have so much fun together. So that's who you're chatting with, and I can see that you've been doing quite a bit of chatting. And I want to welcome, I may miss somebody, but don't get upset. I want to welcome Susan Ray and Frida and Rhea. We have so many new people. Pam and Diane, let's see, and oh my goodness, it's hot in Indiana. Good grief. We have Lorena, Wanda, Brenda, Cheryl. So many people of you have made it to our show tonight. Cheryl and Carol and Debbie and Dee and Joy and Lisa. Just so many people, Joellen and Louise. We're just so happy. And Patricia from Alabama, thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. And I saw someone say they want to know what this is going on about the slant of everything. Well, that's right. Tonight we are going to create a slant card. Now, like Sis said, you may have already done this, but you haven't done it exactly the way that we are going to do it, right? And we learn from y'all, and hopefully you get inspired from us too. So I'm just looking to see. We have Jenny, we have Kathy and Lorraine and Judy, and probably Sis already said we are live. I'm sure she has. But a lot of people say it's their first time. Let me see. I just saw one go by. Carol, it's her first time. Someone from East Texas. Oh no, Debbie said there's tornadoes and hail. Oh my goodness. Be safe. Be safe. Okay. Now, Tisha, you did make it. Now, just to give you a little bit about our schedule tonight. I'm assuming that y'all can hear me and we are live because I can see y'all's comments. We have 3 games we're going to play. We like to have fun. We like to craft. We like to just spend time with y'all. So we usually spend about an hour, and we hope that you can stay with us. We also will have 3 winners. And so I'm just looking. Dolores is here. And Roxanne says, watched us for many months. Oh, thank you so much. Well, are y'all excited to see what this card is? Let's go down so that I can show you what the card is to the crafting table. Oh my goodness, we have someone that says bonjour. She's obviously from France, and I wish that I could speak French, but I don't. So, okay, let's head down to the crafting table and let me show you what card we're gonna make. Okay. Good morning, Julie. I believe is from Australia, so it's morning from her. And so let me know if you can see this card. Look at this card. Now, while I'm waiting for y'all to drop me a woohoo! Are you excited to be here? We're very excited to be here. If you are, go ahead and drop woohoo in the chat. I want to see who's excited. So look at this card. We went ahead and we created our very own background. Now this is a very simple slant card, but we wanted you to see you can make it simple. You don't have to jazz everything up. Now, of course, we are going to create 2 jazzed up cards tonight, right? And make sure you stay with us to the end because we are going to have 2 more cards. Woohoo! Okay, Terry's here, Marcy's here, Ann is here. Now, you're asking, well, that doesn't look like a slant card, right? Oh, my dear, just wait. You open it up and look at that. Oh, my goodness. This mechanism right here is so easy to create. But doesn't it just add like some pizzazz to the card? Look at that. You know, you're going to send this card and someone's going to get it and they're going to go, oh, how sweet. It's a nice card. And they're going to open it up and go, wow. So this is very, very simple. But we are going to create 2 cards with you tonight. But to get things rolling in our YouTube live show, let's play a game. Now, let me see, which game do I want to play? I think the game I want to play is this or that. It is called this or that. Now, I want to know, what is your go-to item? Is it dies or do you like punches better? Go ahead and type that in the chat room. This or that. Do you like dies better or do you like punches better? Dies or punches? Let's see what your answer is. I know what I like better, and I will tell you in just a minute. But right now, I'm just going to wait and see what y'all say. As I get the items ready, oh my goodness, I don't even know if I should show you the paper yet because I'm obsessed with this paper. Okay, we have dies. Go ahead and type in the chat room, dies or punches? That. Okay, so Debbie's that, I'm sure it means punches. Oh, we have dies. Yes, and you know why I like dies the best? Because, you know, you get a punch and you can really only punch kind of one thing. I like dies because you can do so many things with it. You can... Marty and I are going to do a video on all the things you can do with dies that you wouldn't even think to do with dies. So, I think we have quite a few answers. Now, we're going to do this a little differently tonight with the games. Usually, I'm busy randomly selecting someone, but tonight, Sis is going to do that. So, we have a bunch of answers. Okay. The game is over. Our first game is over, and Sis is going to randomly select someone, and she's going to put the winner in the chat room. So while she is doing that, so everybody watch the chat room. While she is doing that, I'm going to show you this paper that I am just obsessed with. It is called, and I'm going to say it wrong, but that's okay, Kintsugi. That's what I'm going to call it. Kintsugi Inspirations. And look at this paper. Oh my goodness. Can you see that gold? Just love this paper. And it has all different kinds, you know. It has just the white with the gold. And it has this blue with the gold. It has a lot of gold enamel. Oh, love it. And that's what we're going to use for our first card. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to cut your base card. And I want to remind you, after our show tonight, we are going to have all the measurements over on our blog. Oh, and I want to take just a moment to congratulate. Let me see. Who is it? Who is it? I saw a name go by. Oh, my goodness. There it is. Carol Corrado. Carol Corrado. However you say your last name. Carol, congratulations. Sis is going to put the link. We have to have your address so that we can send you your little happy mail, right? So she'll put the link in the chat room. But I want to remind you that the measurements after this YouTube Live will be over on our blog on creativemomentsbyg.com. Now, wait until about 8:30. give me a little bit of time to get this done, okay? 8 or 8:30, but just keep checking and you'll find it. And that way you don't have to write all the measurements. And we're just using an A2 card, just a regular A2 card. And it's 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. Now, we need a mat for the front if you want to mat it, or maybe you want to keep it simple and you just want to create your very own background. You can do that too. But this is going to be jazzed up a little. Now, let me show you what I'm doing here. I want to show you the embossing folder. Oh, look at this embossing folder. Is that crazy? Let me see if you can see it. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. I love it. And so I took some of our pale pink flirty flamingo and I embossed it. Oh. Use whatever you have though. You don't have to use this one. Now I'm going to add that to the front of my card, just like this. And you know, I get a lot of questions about what's my favorite glue. And I will tell you that I love Kalel. This particular clear Kalel is like on back order forever and ever. You can go to our Amazon store and you can get this textile glue, Kalel. And I like it too. I've been using it for weeks and weeks, but I found some of this and I like it a little better, but it is nice. Both of them are very nice. I like them. Why do I like them? Because it allows me to wiggle. I usually don't get it laid down exactly where I want it, and so I have to be able to do that wiggle. So look at this. Now, you could always double mat it if you want, but I will say that adding the mechanism on the inside is going to create bulk. So just keep that in mind. I need to put a little more glue here. Gonna get that glued down. Oh, we see a lot of people really like dies. Yeah, me too. I'm with you. Okay, so we have that. Now, the other tip I want to give you, if you're new to card making, the reason we're using a white card, you know, a lot of times we use a colored card. This already has so much bulk because of the mechanism that I didn't want to double mat it. And if it's a colored card, then I would have to, you know, put a mat and then add some white, just more and more and more layers, right? Okay, so now let's go ahead and let's create our mechanism. Make sure that's pushed down. I'm going to bring in my trimmer, and for the mechanism, we need to cut a piece of cardstock that is 8 by 4 3/4. Now, we know this is 8.5, so I'm just going to cut this down to 8, and I'll have a little scrap piece that I can use later on. And now I'm going to turn it long ways, and I'm going to cut it at 4 3/4. This is going to create the mechanism, and I have a very easy way to work with this mechanism. Hey, Ree, I don't know if I said hi to Sigrid a minute ago. I saw your name, Sigrid. Now we have someone from Japan. Well, welcome. I wonder what time it is over in Japan. Okay, for our inside mechanism, we're going to turn it long ways, and we're going to score at 2, 4, and 6. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't know if you've made this card before. Let me know in the comments. 2, 4, 6. You may have made it before, but really, I think the way that we're going to make it tonight is so easy that you're really going to like it. So now we have a score line at 2, 4, and 6. And you can see those lines, right? What we need to do now is from this right-hand side, we are going to just put a little tick mark up 2 inches. Let me just make sure that's right. Yes, up 2 inches. So I'm just going to put this right here. I'm going to get my pencil, and I'm just going to put a little tick mark. Now we're getting ready to create the slant. we are going to put our left corner into the canal right here on our trimmer. And I'm just going to rotate this to where the tick mark goes into the canal, right there. So we have the left corner, we have the tick mark. We're going to close. And because, here's another tip. Because we're working with really sharp corners, I'm going to start cutting in the middle. And that way I don't mess up my corners and scrunch it. You know, sometimes they get scrunched when you cut. Okay, let's put that to the side. Now to fold this, you're going to put the smaller end in your right hand. You're going to fold to the right. Let me find that. Where is that line? There it is. Sometimes you have to do that, okay? Fold to the right, fold to the left, fold to the right. Bring in your bone folder and let's give it a little crease. 9 a.m. in Japan. Oh, wow. It is 6:15 p.m. here where we are. We're in southern New Mexico. And so now we have our little mechanism. Now, if you have a tick mark that you need to erase right here, let's get that erased. You can erase it with a mono eraser. You can also, if you have a mechanical pencil, boy, do those erasers work great. They don't smear your mark, and they work fantastic. But I also like this mono. If you have something better than that eraser, please let us know in the chat room, because we are inspired from all of your knowledge too. So let's go ahead and look at the inside of our card. Now, I will tell you, before we do this, we're going to stamp our message right here. But I want to just kind of guess where I'm going to stamp it. Now, I can see that I have this much area right here. And I want to stamp, "You mean so much to me." So I'm going to put that about right there. I'm going to use my grid table to kind of show me where to stamp it. So I know I want to stamp it about right here and before that. That's one reason it's so nice to have a grid mat. Really like it. Now I'm going to bring in my Night of Navy, because that's what I like to stamp with. Night of Navy. Tap, tap, tap. And I'm making sure that I have enough ink, which I think I do. We know that we want it right here. So I'm going to try not to get my head in the camera. We're just going to put it right there and straight down. You want to make sure when you're stamping not to rock your stamp, because you'll get, you'll get an outline that you don't want. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at how pretty that is. Don't you love that? I love it when they have a font, they have just regular printing and then script. Just love it. Oh, we have some new people. From Jerry from Kalamazoo, and Marilyn, let's see, Rosemary. Fantastic. Now, typically my ink, I don't know where it comes from. I get it on my fingers. I don't know. It's not dirty. You look at the ink, it's not dirty. But for some reason, I don't know, gets on my fingers. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this. Now, before we put this down, we have to cut our panels. And I have a very quick and easy way to cut your panels. We are going to grab this beautiful paper. And I want it this way. So I am going to cut me 2 strips. And the width of those strips are going to be 1 3/4. So 1 3/4. I'm going to cut one more. 1 3/4. Okay. Now I can put this away. And now I'm going to you can see on this mechanism, you need a taller piece here, a smaller, and then the smallest. You could cut them all at 5 inches, but you're going to waste a lot of paper here. We don't want to do that. So your first one, you're going to cut at 5. Okay? And I'm just going to put it over to the side. The next one, you're going to cut at 4.5. And I'm putting them in order over here to the side. You can't really see it. Now this little piece I'm going to keep as a scrap. You know we love working with scraps. I'm going to put this one in, and the third one we want to cut at 4. And then the last one we want to cut at 3.5. And this will save you paper. So we're going to put the trimmer to the side, and let me show you my trick. So I am putting a 1/4 of an inch, so an 1/8 here and an 1/8 here as a border. Now watch this. I am going to pull this up at the bottom about 1/4. That looks about 1/4. I'm going to turn it over, bring in my scissors, and just cut it. Now when I slide it down, it's perfect. I'm going to show you another trick, but let's go ahead and lay this one down. I mean, this creates it so quickly, you're just going to say, wow, that is the easiest thing ever. And now you just take your next piece. Now, let's say you're like, well, I can't really hold it. It's too much trouble. Okay, so grab some repositional tape. We're going to put this right here. Excuse me. And we're going to raise this up about 1/4, right? Now, I'm just going to put a little teeny piece of paper. A piece of tape right there just to hold it. And that way you don't have to worry about it slipping. Come in, cut it, and then you can just take it off, add your glue, and put it back down. This is such a quick and easy card to make. And long ago, when we started making these slant cards, I can't even remember how we did it, but it was so crazy and difficult. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to pick it up about 1/4 inch from the bottom. I'm going to hold it, turn it over, slice it, and glue it down. See how easy it is? Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Arlene. And just lay it down. You don't have to cut anything off of the bottom, just the top. So we're going to do our last one. I'm going to raise it up about 1/4. Hold it. And we're going to keep these little scraps. Because, oh my goodness, we can do something with that, right? I'm going to put a little bit of glue. I also have a very easy way to add this to the inside of your card. And there we have it. Look at that. Okay, look at that. How pretty is that? So, the way you add this is this middle score line right here is very, very important. You're going to line it up with this middle part of the card. We're just going to drop it down to where we have about the same margin left to right and bottom. Once you get that score line lined up, and I have it lined up right there, I'm just going to take this side. Now I'm going to drop it down just a little bit more. I'm going to take this flap, fold it back. Now this time I don't want to wiggle because I have everything just the way I want it. So I'm going to go ahead and use my tape runner. And I'm just going to put it down just like that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Now I'm going to hold this. I'm going to take my left flap, fold it back, and I'm going to use my tape runner again because I do not want it to move. No wiggle wiggle. And fold it over. Oh, look at that. Now when you go to close it, it closes perfectly. We have this, but we're not done because we have to jazz up the front, right? Welcome, Karen. Okay, look at that. Oh, don't you love that paper? Oh my goodness, I love that paper. My blouse has little gold metallic on it. I tried to find something that matched. Okay, now let me show you what I'm using. Remember, Maudie and I always say, use what you have. And I just want to take a moment to thank everyone that makes the cards and then they send us a picture of the cards. Sis and I love it so much seeing your cards. We get inspired by you as well. But this just goes with the paper and the embossing. So what I did is I stamped this beautiful vase. I cut out these little branches. You know how when you go into the big department stores and they have branches coming out of vases? Well, I wanted to use that. I also stamped this flower right here. And let me show you what they look like. Look at this pretty flower. Isn't that pretty? And then we have, here we go, we have the vase. And I will have all the colors that we used for the blends on this vase. And then we have our cute little, oops, they're so tiny, you have to be careful, our little branches. And you know what's so great is, just think about it. If you already have a stamp, maybe that's a jar or something, and you have some trees with branches, you could just improvise and use that, right? Yes? So now I wanted to have a focal point, right? Because if you just put this on there, no, that's not going to work, right? No. So we love ovals. So we took our ovals that we have, and these are called layering ovals. And we just took the biggest ovals that they had and we cut them out. So look at that. That is going to create a focal point for us. Now, I'm going to go ahead and this will be laid down flat, but I am going to set this one up on dimensionals because I want additional height. So let's go ahead and do that. And I really like the way ovals, you know, that's another tip, is it creates a focal point for you. And these are so delicate that by themselves they would just get lost, right? So let's go ahead and put this down, trying to get the same margin all the way around. And I'm going to just add this just like that, right on the top. But I want to go ahead and just put a few dimensionals. And yes, you know, I know that y'all will ask, is it going to cost more to send this? It's going to cost more. But it's worth it because this is such a pretty design. Now, what you could do is, once again, oops, you could keep it and make your own background. This is the very simple one, remember. But we wanted to show you some variations, and of course, we wanted to jazz it up. Now, before I do this, I want to, let's see, I'm going to add this just like that. So I need to cut the stem off just a little bit, just a tad. I want to do that before. Just like, oh, there we go. Okay, so I have it. So I'm going to put that all the way down. And just like that. And let's see. I'm going to add this I think I need to cut it a little more. I'm going to add this right there. Now, something that I said I was going to do, and I don't know if I can do it. I think I can. I was going to drop this down just a little bit and cut off the bottom. Let's see if I can do that. Oh my goodness. Keep your fingers crossed. I am doing something. Okay. Sometimes you just got to do it. You just have to do it. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to put this right here. Oh, look at it. Worked, y'all. Look. I cut the bottom off. And it worked. Okay, just another trick. So now this barely goes above that, just a little bit. So I'm just going to bring in my silicone mat. I know I have it somewhere. I'm going to put just a little bit of tape right there, and I'm going to put a dimensional right there. Now, let's make sure that works. Yes. This dimensional is going to hit the pink paper. That's kind of important. Let's see. Okay. Oh, and look at that. But we're not done, right? No. We need to add these sticks. And I'm going to add them. Just put a little bit of glue. I'm going to run my tape runner over it. You know, it's like a puzzle, right? And you have to do all the pieces before you can make it look just really pretty. Look at that. I just think that adds something. I don't know, a something. Okay. Let's get a little bit right here. Yes, look. Oh, I like it. Let me see. Rhea said you could also put just a little slit. You know, Rhea, great minds, right? I was talking to Sis just yesterday when we were creating this, and I said you could put a little slit right there. And I almost did that. I almost did it right now, but I thought, oh dear, just like me, I would probably cut my finger. And we don't want to see that, right? Okay. We're not done yet, though, because we created a little sentiment. Now, look at this. And look at how it was cut out. This stamp set actually has dies that cuts out each little stamp, which I really like. And we're just going to add that right there. I'm going to put, let's see, I think I can put a large one. And then I'm going to put a little mini. I'm going to grab my take your pick tool, put a little mini right there. And there we go. Oh my goodness, we're almost ready to add the top. Add it to the top of the card. Now I could put it there or I could put it there. Okay, what do you think, people? Put in the chat room. Should I put it down here? Let me get closer. Should I put thinking down there or should I put it up in the neck? Bottom or the neck? I'm going to wait just a minute and see what y'all say. Okay. The bottom or the neck of the vase? Let me know what you think, and I'm going to look and I'm going to start getting this over here. So we're going to put this like this, and I just don't know where it would look better. Oh, top. Some people say top. We see top or bottom. Diane says top. Let me see. What else are we going to say? Bottom, bottom. Oh dear, bottom, bottom. Okay, we have it down here. I'm going to go ahead and wait and see what the rest of, oh, neck, neck, neck. I'm going to put this down. Now I'm going to use this because we have everything else bumped up, right? We don't need to keep bumping everything up. So now I'm going to look at it and make top to bottom, side to side. Make sure I have about the same margin. And we have neck, neck, bottom. Oh no! Bottom, bottom, neck, 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 neck. I don't know. I'm thinking the top is winning. Okay, thank you. We're going to add this right here. And ta-da! What do you think? Thinking of you. I like the way I cut the vase off at the bottom. You open it up. Very simple. On the inside, middle, halfway. It gets lost at the bottom. Oh, thank you, Diane. Try to allow the oval on the orange below to try. Oh, I see, like below here. That could be too. But there you go. There's our first card. Don't you love this slant? Oh my goodness, I love this slant. Give me a heart in the chat if you like this template, this design. I want to see who likes it. Okay, so I'm looking for the hearts, and I'm going to put this over to the side, and I think we're ready to play our second game. Woo! Okay, let me see what I have planned for us. Oh, this is great. Okay. What's your crafty angle? Look at this. You are going to put either A, B, C, or D for this game. Are you a 45-degree kind of person? You like precision and clean lines. Maybe you're B. You're 60 degrees. You live for bold colors and dramatic flair. Or maybe you're C, 90 degrees. You follow all the rules, mostly. That would be me. Or you're D, freeform. You slant however the mood strikes you. Go ahead and put A, B, C, or D in the chat room. This starts our second game. And Sis is going to randomly select someone. Oh my goodness, we have some A. Oh my goodness, precision and clean lines. Y'all are making me nervous. What if I make a mistake? We have D, we have freeform. Oh, we have a couple B's. I'm with you. I live for bold colors, Leslie. Yep. D, oh, we got a free form. It's interesting, we have more A's. I think precision and clean lines. Well, we have our clean lines on this one, don't we? Very nice and clean. So that's good. I guess we met your expectations on that. D, we got a couple freeform. Lisa's a freeform. Okay. Leslie's that live for the bold colors. And it has stopped. The game has stopped. So Sis is going to randomly select a winner. And we are going to move into our second card. Now, our second card, we are using the paper floral floral impressions. And it has lots of beautiful flowers, and I am sure that all you crafters out there have lots of beautiful patterned paper, so not to worry. Now, I am not seeing, oh my goodness. Oh, there it is. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't see the card. We have a couple C. Oh, congratulations, Pam Hatch. Okay, everybody congratulate Pam. She is our winner of our second game. Yay! Pam Hatch. Love it. Okay, so on our second card, remember, it just is a basic A2 card, right? We have 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. Not to worry. But we like to do some different things on the front of this one. So what we're going to do is we cut some diagonals. Now let me talk to you about the tip on this one. Okay. Do you see how we're going to do this? And I think I'm going to do it just this way. Just like this. But I need to tell you, this may be a little confusing, but you see how one's the front and one's the back. If you were to cut a piece of paper, not that one, but you were to cut a mat and you slice it in half, you can't do this. It wouldn't work. So you will have to cut 2 mats and cut them just like this so you can flip it. And I know you're thinking, oh, that can't be right, but it is right. So just take my word for it. But we are not going to double mat it or anything because this is so colorful. And we thought since the slant already has a slant, wouldn't it be pretty to have a diagonal on the front? So let's go ahead and go ahead and lay this down. She says she wishes she could get these over in Japan. Darn it. I bet you have some beautiful paper over there, though. Is crafting really big in Japan? Do y'all have, I'm just curious. And then we're going to put our glue on the other side. This is so pretty, and the little flowers are just so happy. Happy, happy, right? Elizabeth, welcome from Utah. We're so happy you're here. We're just having some fun crafting and playing games and chatting. Okay, so look at that. Now, I left a border right here, and I made sure that the border on the outside was about the same. So look at that. Now, I've decided to go ahead and put 2 mats on the inside. And look at how pretty it is. I went ahead and I used this right here. It's not too overpowering, right? But I think it's really pretty, and it will make the mechanism really pop. So let's get this lined up, and you see how I have time to wiggle? Very important for me. Okay. So, here we go. We're going to add some of this glue. Add it down. And I'm wiggling it around. We're just going to push it down, just like this. Okay. Okay, we have Blanky from Minnesota. Welcome. Jackie from Deep East, Texas. I wonder what city that's from, Deep East. Interesting. Okay, now the next thing we need to do is create our mechanism, right? And remember, we take a piece of cardstock and we cut it 8 by 4 3/4. And then we score it at 2, 4, and 6. Super easy, right? Now bring in your ruler, and on the right-hand side, go ahead and place a little tick mark right at 2, just like that. We like cards that are quick and easy because you can make lots of them. I mean, this is perfect for, think about all the possibilities. Christmas and birthdays. Oh my goodness. Just to name a few, right? Now we're going to put the left-hand corner in the canal, and I'm just going to rotate it to where the tick mark is in the canal down here, right there. Now, remember what I said. We're going to put our cutter right in the center because we don't want to cause a crimp in our corner. So I'm going to slice, pull that out, and here we have our mechanism. Brownie from, Stephenville, welcome. Lovekin, Texas. Okay. Good job. So remember, this is what we do. We line it up. This middle score line right here is lined up with the card. But before we do that, we have a few cuts, right? We want to go ahead and decorate our mechanism. Now, we've already cut our mats, we cut 2 strips, and the strips are 1 3/4. And then we cut 1 3/4 by 5, 1 3/4 by 4.5, 1 3/4 by 4, and then by 3.5. That is going to save you paper, and we're all looking for saving paper, right? Now the way we cut it, we have 1/8 and 1/8, so we're looking for 1/4, right? We're going to bring that up just a little bit to where it looks like 1/4 of an inch. We're going to flip it over and slice. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. We're going to grab this one. We're going to put it at 1/4 of an inch. Get it centered perfectly and slice. And that way we can glue them all at once. We're going to put this one right here, do the same thing. You can see how quickly you can do this. Yes, Debbie, it is a Stampin' Up. Oh, the score. Oh, yeah, the glue is not a Stampin' Up product. That's just my favorite glue. I don't like the green glue, the Tombow, it grabs. I don't like that. So, I love Kalel. It doesn't grab. But it is very hard to find right now. And it's like I said, I also use the textile glue. It allows you to wiggle, but not as much as just their regular glue. But it's hard to get. So, and I'm going to slice. Okay, now we are ready to glue it down. Oh yeah, clear glue any day. Yep, me too, Debbie. I'm just going to add this. Oh, look at that. See, these flowers are going to look so pretty on this paper right there, right? We still have one more game to play, and we have 2 more jazzed up cards to share with you. Okay. I'm just so, aren't you impressed when a tip really works? And you know, Debbie, you're absolutely right. If you look at some of the cards, they use it, well, I saw one use it as a branch. But it is for the gold. But you know what? I always look at things outside the box. That is just my personality. So, you know, use it for the vase as the gold, beautiful, to decorate the vase, or use it as a branch. Okay, let's go ahead and bring in our card. Let's get the score line in the middle lined up. Make sure it's lined up really perfectly. And now I'm looking for the margins on either side. I want the same margin down here. You know, all you A's who like precision lines, I do like my things to line up too. So I want to make sure, I'm going to fold that just so I can make sure the score lines are right where I want them. That's a little crooked. Okay, move it over just a tad. And now I'm just going to take this flap and fold it back. And I already have it exactly the right place. So I'm using my tape runner and I'm just going to fold it over. It sticks right away. I'm going to fold this one back. Go ahead and use my tape runner. And fold it down. Look at that. This just pops out. Look. Oh, I love this. Look at that front. We're not through with the front though. You know we're going to jazz that up, right? But look at what we've done for here. Oh, I have another tip for you. Do you see those flowers? Look at that. That's a die. And it is really used just to cut out some flowers on a piece of cardstock. But what we did is we put it on the patterned paper, and it looks like it actually is for just cutting out flowers already decorated on the patterned paper, but it's not. It is not. Look at that. We're going to add that right here. And I'm just going to bring in my silicone mat. So that's another tip. We have a really good, I believe it's a YouTube short that shows you how to use a magazine, some magazine pages, and how to make really creative backgrounds with it. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of tape. So if you haven't watched our YouTube shorts, you need to do that as well. And look at that cute little heart. We just found a little heart. We're going to put this right here, right in the center. And I'm going to add a sentiment. Because on the front of this, what are we saying? Thinking of you is going to go on the front. And this says, my heart will always be tied to yours. And we're just going to set that right there. Isn't that cute? Okay, so we're just going to add that. Going to put it right. Let's see where I want it. Put it about right there. Oh, look at that. Look at the inside. Now, you may also ask, where do you write your sentiment? You have plenty of room on the back right here to write, so not to worry. Okay, so now let's decorate the front. Look at what we've done. We love, like I said, to create a focal point, and we do that through ovals or squares or whatever you want. We're going to lay this down right there, and we're going to set that up on dimensionals. So let's go ahead and do that. I want to set this up first. And I know I have my dimensionals somewhere. Oh, and I want to show you the embossing folder I used. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, where is it? Oh, it's this one. Look at those little, I think they're daisies, but they say they're starburst, but I like to call them daisies. Oh, well, what can I say? Okay, so we're going to add this right here. And you can just barely see that peeking out, but it just really adds to it, don't you think? Look at that. Okay, we're going to lay this flat because we already have enough bulk with this mechanism, right? So I'm going to bring in my tape runner. I'm going to just eyeball it. You could always bring in your clear T ruler if you want, but I'm looking to have the same margin top to bottom, side to side. And I feel comfortable that this is about it. There we have it. And now we cut out the pattern paper. We cut out some flowers. Look at those. And another tip is, when you get 2 flowers, put them exactly where you want them and then tape them on the back. And that way you don't have to worry about them falling apart. How are you going to put them? We do that little trick a lot. So we're just going to lay this down flat. Now look at that. Now I'm going to make sure, yeah, it's going to go just like that. I'm going to lay that down. Got my little dancing fingers. And then I'm just going to put this right. Oh, that is so cute. Okay. And we're just going to put this right at the bottom to cover up those branches. And look, what do you think about this one? Open it up. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love these 2 cards. And we kind of picked the same colors. Maudie and I worked on these on separately, and I'm not going to tell you which one that I worked on or she worked on, but and then you open them up and look, oh my goodness, so pretty. But before I show you the other cards, Let's play one more game. Do you want to play one more game? Drum roll, please. Let's see. Oh, this is a fun one. And it's called Envelope, Please. You need to guess what is in this envelope. It's kind of big. We're going to send this out as Happy Mail. So go ahead and put what you think is in. I'm not going to show you. It's about this thick. What do you think is in this envelope? So I'm going to look to see what you think is in the envelope. And if you are watching the rebroadcast, thank you so much for watching. We just appreciate you so much. And if you've been inspired watching the rebroadcast, we sure would appreciate a thumbs up, a share, and subscribe to our channel. It just takes a second. So what do you think? Oh, let me see. Oh, Roxana says it's a stamp set. Let's see. Now, Sis knows what it is, so she's going to have to randomly select a winner. And it doesn't really matter if you guess it right or not. She's just going to randomly select the winner. And we're going to wait for a few more. Oh, we have stamp set, embossing folder, stamp set, stamp and die. Okay, game is over. Sis, randomly select someone. And let's see who's going to get whatever this is. Oh, and I also want to tell the Happy Mail winners tonight, you're going to get one of these cards also. So that's cool. Let me see. Thank you, ladies, for great, beautiful cards. Good night, everyone. Hey, Melissa. Good night. You're going to miss out on our cards I'm going to show you, but that's okay. You can see them. You can watch the rebroadcast. So let's see who's randomly selected. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the other cards. I'm going to get rid of my face for just a moment. Okay. Now, I showed you this one. And I don't know, you may like this one. This is simple, doesn't have a lot of mats on it. Rhonda Cook. Okay, look at this one. We have a winner. We have a winner. Who is the winner, sis? Did I already miss it? Okay. Bobby Coon. Bobby Coon, congratulations. Okay, look at this one. Oh my goodness. Look how we did this. We cut strips for our front. We added the flower, and if you have this stamp set, you're probably thinking, wait a minute, that butterfly isn't turned that way. Well, we used our little trick in our silicone mat, and we stamped it to get the opposite side. So, if you don't know how to do that, check out our short. But look at the inside. Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. Love that one. And finally, look at this one. Here's just another way to create a focal point. Instead of centering your circle, bring it over to the side and chop off that edge just a little bit. Look at that. You open it up. And look, we let the pattern paper do all the work for us. So take a moment and let me know which is your favorite of all these cards. Do you like the simple? Do you like this vase, the flowers? Which one is your favorite? We love reading your comments. Okay. Let me see here. Well, crafty friends, oh my goodness. We hope that you enjoyed our YouTube live show tonight. We certainly enjoyed spending time with you. We just appreciate you so much. We know that you have so many people you could choose to watch, and you chose us. And that means the world to us. So if you were inspired, we hope you take a moment. If you haven't already, give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Well, until next time, Maudie and I wish you lots of creative moments. Y'all have a good night and a fantastic weekend.